Hello everyone, back with an IRS tax refund update. On today's episode, the IRS has released its latest update on the current tax return backlog and some significant developments to report, so we're going to take a look at that. Meanwhile, the next batch of tax refunds is scheduled to be released later this week, so we'll check on that as well. And a surprising development to report for those still waiting on their amended tax returns to be processed, along with recapping those still encountering issues accessing their tax transcripts. Now, the IRS has released its latest update in regards to the current backlog, which now stands at 10.5 million unprocessed tax returns. Now, that is actually a decrease of 500,000 tax returns from the week prior and represents the largest one-week decline of the backlog all year. 200,000 electronic returns and 300,000 paper returns were cleared from the backlog, which is significant to those still waiting. Furthermore, that means when July's numbers are finalized, we will have seen a decline of 1 million returns for the month. However, that 10.5 million number is still extremely high, and at this point in the year should be closer to the 1 million mark to show you how bad the situation remains. There were no changes in the numbers of amended returns, but we did see an increase of 400,000 employer returns. Now, that number is important as some of you are still waiting on the IRS to verify your wage information from your employer, which is included in those employer quarterly tax returns. Now, taking a look at exactly who are among those 500,000 filers seeing their returns processed, the IRS does not break down when the filers filed, so we do rely on our viewers to provide updates and confirming by sending in those refund status screenshots as well as tax transcript results. Based off the data we have gathered, January, February, and early to mid-March e-filers, along with January and February paper filers, have been the ones reporting updates and refunds. So far, we've had no updates from those late March and April e-filers, or paper filers who filed in March or April reporting any update. However, it is widely expected that this month we will in fact see March and April e-filers and March paper filers to report progress, as well as more of those January and February filers who have been missed from the most recent processing cycles. Now turning to this week's batch of refunds, with the most significant amount of refunds set for release on Wednesday, August 3rd, as confirmed by a number of viewers through their refund status results and tax transcript screen captures like seen here. If you're part of this group, do allow up until August 8th to receive that direct deposit before initiating a payment trace. For some that are part of this August 3rd refund batch, you will not see any update to your refund status results even after you receive that direct deposit. So the best way to confirm if you're part of this latest batch is by checking those tax transcripts and locating the 846 code as seen here. Now, if you opted to receive that refund via direct deposit, but there was a change to your bank account, or you entered the wrong account number on your tax return, once that refund is bounced back to the IRS, they will automatically generate a papered refund check to be sent out to your address on file. The turnaround time we have seen on that has been roughly 30 days from when the IRS receives it back. Turning to those waiting on amended tax returns, now while we continue to receive more and more reports from those who filed in February, finally reporting an update, we received an update from one of our subscribers whose amended tax return was received by the IRS on June 29th, and that just 3 weeks later, on July 22nd, it had already been adjusted. Now, this is the quickest turnaround for an amended tax return we have seen all year, and is a promising sign for other amended tax return filers. However, this does confirm once again these returns are being processed out of order, especially with you February, March, and April amended filers still waiting out there, seeing those who filed after you having their amended returns adjusted, and even those of you still waiting on your tax year 2020 amended tax returns to be processed. We also continue to hear from our viewers who are unable to access their tax transcripts and report seeing the star symbol next to the return transcript year and NA under Record of Account Transcript as seen here. The IRS system automatically generates that star symbol generally 60 days after the tax filing deadline has passed if there is no tax return on file. The letter for verification of non-filing of a tax return is meant for those who rely on their tax records to serve as proof of income to a third party, such as those relating to student loans. Once the IRS finally processes your return, that star symbol will in fact disappear along with the words NA, which will be replaced by a link to the 2021 Record of Account Transcript. Now, while again we did see significant movement over the last month in the processing of those tax returns, it has come simply too late in the year, as the majority of the backlog should have been cleared months ago and your refunds delivered to you at that point. Now, even if the IRS continues processing 1 million returns a month, that means the backlog will not fully be cleared until June of 2023. And that will only be further complicated once the IRS starts the 2023 tax season in January, in which will only increase the backlog once again. Now, the IRS has been given several recommendations to help in the processing of those returns and refunds. However, they will not be going forward at this time with any of them, so we can be expecting further issues come next year. As always, let us know in the comment section below what problem you're currently experiencing, or if you have a refund update. The input from our viewers is extremely important in letting us know how things are currently progressing with the lack of updates from the IRS. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.